Easy 8's coming in for the flank. Oh, this is bad for the Tiger. They just furied that sh. Hello everyone, this is Greyshot117 back again for another COH2 replay. This is a 3v3 on steps, so we should not have a fortification type, hunker down type map or game like we've seen before. This should be more wide open, more engagements, and more just, really just like, I would assume, like strategic games of just people moving their force all across the map, because you can't lock down territory, but we shall see. Anyway, on this steps map, we have... oh god, Blebfesh, Humongous Turd Tornado. Is that a play on, what's her name? Tornado from, One Punch Man? Is that, I'm just, weird name though. Last Gen Richtofen. So, is this on the Xbox version of Wolfenstein, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, Bacon, Arctic, and Joey. In any case, just a reminder, if you want to submit your own COH2 replay, submit to greyshotproductions@gmail.com. That's greyshotproductions@gmail.com, and I will check it out. As well, you can go to my Patreon, support me there. Again, you can get early access to videos. And I am well, refreshed, and back and ready to do some replays after a nice vacation. I went off for the weekend, saw some family. What the hell is going on here? Okay, I was going to say, are you stuck? That would be a horrible place to put that if that was the case. Conscripts rushing forward, but the MG got in there first. Kind of cock-blocked Blebfesh. So, yeah, he's kind of screwed, in my opinion. The MG is going to push him out of the circle, plus the Pioneers in cover. Now, he'll be better if he can get in this heavy cover. He can probably, like, do some damage pushing them back, but with the MG moving up as well, these conscripts will most likely lose this engagement pretty decisively. In mid, Riflemen and Rear Echelon opening fire against the Sturms, putting quite a bit of pressure. Pathfinders as well opening fire. Oh, by the way, I love on this map, it's literally straight down the middle. So everyone's like, change the camera's weird. This is literally how I would want the camera on every map, but apparently that's a weird thing. Anyway, grenade going out. Oh my god, come on! Oh, got one model at the very least, and actually quite a bit of damage. Again, good job trying to push them out of cover. Still out of cover right now. Riflemen might be able to kill it. Yes, they do. Puntfusler's moving in, which means he went, yep, Grand Offensive Doctrine. Either that, there's one other with Breakthrough, but this one has a great deal of support infantry, and with him focusing in mid, they'll get the fuel. It looks like the munitions up north, and this VP point here, even though there's an MG kind of guarding it, but the other side could say, this is no man's land. This is turret in no man's land. Meanwhile, again, oh, nice mine over here by Fesh. If he moves up his Grenadiers, Joey's literally going to walk right into it. But I think he saw it. That's why he's chilling out in the corner. Down south as well, we have Bacon pushing down to take this fuel. So overall, Axis are doing a great job at map control, taking over a good chunk of territory. Love this MG flank, easily pushing back the Maxim here. Which, by the way, we have two Soviet and American versus two. We have two Wehrmacht and an OKW. So very cool there. Nice wide, again, a nice wide range of forces. Actually, speaking of which, Tornado went Rifle Company. So again, we got some nice advanced medium armor, plus some good anti-infantry tactics, plus guard rifles, some good heavy infantry, heavy artillery, and some good stuff to kill infantry. That being said, looks like the Allies are still in a small counterattack where they can. These guys will be beaten back because these guys are in cover and easily push back the engineers. But down south, these conscripts should be able to take this territory. Unless that mortar gets a decisive hit, then it's pretty much a GG in terms of that. But we shall see. We shall see. Anyway, down south, it looks like the advance is continuing. Oh boy, Bacon's trying to push up, but the conscripts are like, nah, you're not doing that, staying in cover. Plus the mortars right there. We have additional conscripts and additional MG moving on in. He hasn't got any upgrades yet for his men, so no Molotovs or stuff. MG's kind of guarding this area. Again, mortar's moving really far up, but I'm assuming he's trying to put pressure on that mortar over there. Grenadiers along the flank maybe kind of come in, fire a rifle grenade. Right now, with the double fuel, the Axis will get a ton of resources in terms of like getting light armor per se, and that could really help turn the tide, especially if the Allies don't deploy any AT. That could be a decisive win for this game. Meanwhile, these guys Urad into the MG, which is kind of stupid, but you know, I digress. At least they were helped to kill the MG. Now I think that mortar maybe did a little more work in terms of bringing it down, but you know, they still knocked it out. Like, so that's a plus. And the Grenadiers can't grab it because if they take it, they're going to lose the entire Grenadier squad, which would be a huge loss. Grenadiers moving on up, but conscripts at least taking over this territory. So right now, Fesh is right now the only really offensive player taking stuff. But, of course, Joey's like, I'm sorry, you want to take stuff? Nah, that's not happening. Cuts off the resources up here, which will stop the influx of munitions, which the conscripts are trying to get back to Allied command, but that will simply not work. Looks like we have a double team down here with the American player bringing down an ambulance to heal. Not a bad idea. Try to overwhelm Bacon in the south. Meanwhile, we have Arctic. I don't know what he's trying to do. I guess he's just trying to camp mid, but has his medical truck up here, which is fine for healing. But he's a little bit late on coming up. The Rifleman already moved up and knocked out the MG 42. Now, these guys might be able to recap that, which, great, whatever. But they're throwing their own grenade. These guys are pinned. Great hit right there. Again, they can't outrun the grenade if they're pinned. Meanwhile, Rifleman coming in easily should be able to push back the Pounds of Fusiliers. And they do indeed. Also, grabbing the MG in the meantime, which is a big fail. You know, maybe moving down the MG would have helped stop that, but I digress. Especially because, again, the player that would be in mid is the player that's currently, well, killing that MG. So just pointing that out, just kind of knowing where the enemy is. And I know sometimes people are like, oh, they all look the same to me. There's like options in the menu to change the enemy players to each color. So that way you can tell, oh, this is player 1, this is player 2, this is player 3. So you know, all right, player 1 and player 3 are in the south, player 2 is in the north, so there's no one in mid, so I can move those forces and be relatively okay. Anyway, at the bare minimum, even though the Axis have a ton of fuel, the Allies are doing very well munition-wise and are about to do even better with capturing at this point, which should help them with the upgrades. If they can get bazookas and AT grenades and all sorts of other nasty munition bonuses, oh boy, the Axis, even though if they'll get armor, might be in for a bit of a fight. Anyway, we still have the Maxim here, which will guard this, and they're in cover and have some pretty good range, plus the mortar as well. Should be able to easily kill that. Meanwhile, it looks like we have a truck moving in, so Arctic is just completely ignoring a half track and just going for the next building. Moving it up here is a little risque because it is very close to the front. Remember, the front line's here. If you put a point right here, long-range Su-85 or Jackson fire could very well kill it. So that's why it's very risky to do this and very risky to place this here. Meanwhile, down south, again, while his forces are kind of guarding that, we have Bacon moving on in. Now we have entrenched American positions with the MG and Soviet positions. We have Rifle Grenade going on off and unfortunately not doing too much. Kills a model and brings down health. But 3 Rifle Grenades, that thing is still alive. Because again, remember, the Rifle Grenades do more when they're all bunched up. American firepower is overwhelming, plus Soviet support, and Bacon's attack to try to retake the south is pretty much not going to work. Now, we have an MG, but the Americans are pushing up north, with the conscripts in mid. They're going to overwhelm these support positions, and they're going to need to fall back immediately. We have a Verkenwerfer down here, but the MG is not in range, so that's not going to help. Nice grenade by Tornado. Knocks out the mortar, and again, good job. They're all clumped together. Grenade's going to work and pulls him back. With that down, both munitions, all VP points, and A fuel, not both fuels, but A fuel, are now in Allied command. Now, we do have a flank. We have these Pounds of Fusiliers coming in, trying to knock out some support equipment. It looks like they did kill an MG coming back to possibly heal out the ambulance or something. I'm assuming, oh yeah, they took out the ambulance, nice. However, these guys are literally surrounded on all fronts, and yeah, with Rifle Company, we have now flamethrowers. Oh, God. So, with all that, just a few infantry, those guys will fall back. Honestly, I think he should have attacked with Bacon. Him attacking afterwards just allowed the Allies to heal, regroup, and then focus all their attention on each separate army. It's a lot easier to kill, have a large army kill smaller armies than have a large army fighting another large army. Because then it's a lot more up in the air for who's going to win. Now again, now we have the Grenadiers coming in, and oh my god, that looks so intimidating. Remember, they don't have health. So their health is not being healed, so Bacon needs to put a medic thing down. But we still have all these allied conscripts, MGs, AT gun, riflemen are still there. And yes, we do have some forces, but it's really a trickle of Arctic's main force. So We'll see if he's able to come in. Now, once again, give hats off to Joey for decapping his point, stopping the allied munitions. Even though the conscripts are moving in with the MG, good job there, and looks like he's going to try to grab that as well. Meanwhile, a large Axis push down south, but AT gun very easily pushing back the scout car, which is a big thing to help push them back. Bacon's forces are very low on health, so not even a long engagement, and they have to fall back immediately. MG trying to move on in, suppress the infantry along with the MG-34. But what they forget is this thing does have artillery ability, which can break them up, which we'll see if that happens. Also, additional conscripts and, not conscripts, MG and lieutenant coming on in to help support. AT gun still there. MG could be moving up and probably helping. But again, we still have the MG-42. That will be set up, and yeah, it... Oh, there you go. There's the artillery. All right, a little high on that. A little high. Again, Pioneer Squad's great, but the extra models all around the AT gun and even the MG will shoot them, so it will do some damage. Now, looks like the artillery did a little bit. Good grenade, I'll give that by Arctic, but the Allies are coming back strong, easily outmaneuvering the MG, and yeah, that scout car is going like, I'm gonna help Captain. I'm sorry, not blah, 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 blah. Lieutenant. As you can see here, I completely messed it up. With the bazooka, easily going to push that sucker back. Meanwhile, as the Axis forced to retreat, we have an Obel Sadat in here with the Panzer headquarters opening fire. He is healing. I'm assuming he has a fallback point here, or at least you should be upgrading to one. Nope, he hasn't gotten it yet. Bacon did get strategic reserves. Okay, so we have grand defensive and strategic reserves. Both doctrines I completely whiff on in both every time they come up. So, it's fine. Conscripts pushing on in, usually pushing back Grenadiers, just there's so many, and looks like a Molotov hit, but the Grenadiers moving in. Maybe a nice bundle grenade will kill him. Rifle grenade going off, missing. Bundle grenade kind of misses. And overall, conscripts should probably lose to the Grenadiers. Honestly, they are really good infantry, and they're non-cover, so they can't really hold against that. But the Allies are still holding mid, and it looks like knocked out the MG, so good job there. Meanwhile, Axis forces... While waiting, I think maybe Bacon should either come up here or make a medical building at his base to kind of heal. The Soviets... Oh, let me double check the Soviets have it before I call them out. Yeah, the Soviets don't have it either. The Americans, of course, have their ambulance. And these... Okay, so at least one player does. So Blob does have some medics. So he is healing his men, which allows him to go toe-to-toe against the... Well, Joey's force is a little bit better. Joey as well, I believe, has a med... Yeah, both the guys in the north have heals, but in the guys in mid, they're kind of just like, yeah, we have heals, but we have to send our guys to the respective heal points. Meanwhile, again, good move. Arctic is going into mid. He's, I guess, trying to go in for a flank. And yeah, he's sending forces around both lines. We'll see how well that goes. Stern Pioneers are coming up, and looks like with the busy with this MG, they should be pinned, and these guys should be forced to retreat. These guys are just kind of waiting. But they're not really AT-based, so they have AT grenades. But if the Allies bring up something... I'm sorry, did you just drop smoke on him? Arctic, you're trying to kill him, right? So why the hell would you drop... Okay, luckily the mortar is doing double duty over here, making sure that thing died. But, yeah, kind of a weird move to be like, yes, let's drop smoke on the people we're trying to murder. Wait, shouldn't we not do that so they don't escape? Anyway, nice shot with the bazooka. Gets a good hit on the scout car. AT gun backing it up as well. Very close to dying. MG trying to suppress some of the infantry. Though weirdly placed. I'll give it that. It's kind of... I guess they were worried about a push in the south. Oh, God. Here they come. I was like, why are they worried about the south? Oh, conscript with PPSHs. That's why you're worried in the south. That's a good reason. That's a damn good reason. Oh, God. There goes the Pack 40. So, right now, Bacon doesn't have a lot of men. And... Unfortunately, he hasn't upgraded support. So, oh, he's going to lose that MG, isn't he? Aw, damn. Scout car is going to try to put some pressure. These guys are just going to fall back. Again, you can probably grab the equipment. It'll be very risky, though. Pioneer's kind of just chilling. Again, that scout car is just keeping range. Just trying to weaken him down. AT gun's moving up, though. Goodbye, scout car. Oh, he missed. Or he didn't stop in time. Oh, this guy got pulled back, though. And actually, both conscript squads could grab the equipment with ease and bring it back to base. Oh my God. Last gen has so much AT, it is ridiculous. We do have Punch Fusiliers and MG moving on in. We do have double AT guns, so bring on the arty fire. I mean, you have plenty of munitions. Meanwhile, god damn, Joey's kicking ass. The entire north has been taken, so both munitions are now going to the Axis. The Soviet player is just being pushed back slowly but surely. He has a lot of 7-man squads. That's nothing to sneeze at. They're incredibly powerful with that. And he has a T-34-85 busting onto the scene, hoping to turn the tide of the battle. Now, we do have a Panzer IV. However, without even a shred of doubt, the 85 is going to shred this thing very easily. Now, does he have AT? Yes, he does have a pack gun, but it is very far back. If that thing gets crippled and this T-34-85 just pops in and says, hello, yeah, he's going to be screwed. Now, lucky would be a Panzer IV shot on it, and then a Panzerfaust on him to kind of, you know, stop him from advancing. Nice Molotov cocktail. There's enough conscripts. He may lose that. Meanwhile, Panzer IV is actually a little bit more focused on the conscripts. This thing did get Panzerfaust, so his engine is gone. He could heal, and remember, he does have armored assault, so we could actually see an IS-2 on the field. Meanwhile, again, additional forces trying to push on in, trying to push this guy back. And it looks like the Grenadiers will be pushed back quite a bit. He upgraded the MG42, which should allow him to be more effective against these conscripts. Very nice to see indeed. Mines going down, so good job there, Arctic. Good positioning on that. Meanwhile, down south, Bacon once again pushed back. We have a Stuka coming in to support, but that means Arctic's not going to get any major armor out anytime soon. Stuka gets a great shot. I was worried, like, is he going to miss? Nope, he actually gets a good hit on there. But meanwhile, we still have the AT line with 2 additional AT guns and plenty, well, of infantry to reman that stuff. So, yeah, don't count them out. Don't come out just yet. Meanwhile, again, the American player with a easy 8 come in to try to push back this Panzer IV along with the other infantry. Now, he's placing on MG, but as we know with this Rifleman squad, they fucking love their grenades. And, yeah, this is no different. He gets out just in time, but does lose a model. Panzer Grenadiers coming on in. But against the Rifleman and an Easy 8, yeah, it's probably going to be a bad combo. Bazooka team right here, so it will help drive back the Panzer IV. Barely alive after a Bazooka and Easy 8 hit. Hot damn. Grenadiers trying to hold the line and trying desperately to push back the Rifleman. But alas, with the tank right there, there's no way that can happen. Nice job upgrading, by the way, with the additional support equipment for your Rifleman. Which, by the way, they should be able to take mid. Again, very surprised we're not seeing anything try to knock out this Panzer headquarters. But I think they're busy just killing the remnants of Bacon's army. Which Bacon, by the way, I don't know what you're doing per se. Alright, now you're upgrading to that battle phase 2, but it's 19 minutes. At this point, you should probably either be upgrading further, skip it and just get a Panther, or like, I don't know, something else. Because right now, this Soviet player, you could be saying, oh, he only has a lot of tier 1 infantry. Like, he's not going like tier 2 armor or tier 3 armor. He's like, that's not the case. He's still focusing on tier 1 stuff. But the big thing about that is he still has enough shit to anything you throw at him. Except for artillery, he's going to be doing pretty well. Now, I would say, oh, that's what you're doing. But as we see right here, you're not upgrading to like a Panzerwerfer or a Brumbar, which would be very effective at killing this stuff. Grenadiers as well are not upgraded, even though you have tons of munitions to upgrade them at. And we still have yet to see a munition point. Not munition point, a medical point. So, once again, Bacon, you're kind of dropping the ball a bit in the south. In the north, however, we have a grand offensive going on. T-34-85, again, Panzer IV desperately trying to hold, gets a good shot on the Rifleman, and Grenadiers are advancing, but the Easy 8 has come to assist, and this Panzer IV now has to fight 2 armored units, easily surpassing it. Oh, this is an underdog fight if we've seen one, but Pack 40 coming in to support his comrade in arms, and Verkenwerfer lying in the winds as well. Joey is desperately trying to hold on to this northern point, and with a smaller ragtag team, he's managing to do so, but the Soviet Derp, or Burp, or Fesh, or whatever the hell your name is, come in on the flank, getting some good shots. Now he's throwing an AT grenade. This could be costly. He could lose the squad if the Panzer Grenadiers focus fire. Looks like he is, and does manage to get the kill. This other squad falls back. Panzer IV is heavily damaged and needs to pull out of there, but the T-34-85 is equally so. Easy 8's fine. Easy 8 is actually really, really good right now. And again, if you throw a bundle grenade low late, it's not going to do anything, but he could move up and easily take out those Grenadiers. But nice Molotov by Blep, that's his name, Blep, does manage to push him back. Meanwhile, the Soviet player is deciding, you know what? I have a lot of tier 1 stuff, so what am I going to do? Time to pump out the T-34s, and he is pumping out 2 of them already, but we can see a 3rd one with the amount of fuel he has in reserves. Maybe a KV-1, and maybe just pump out the T-34s, kind of focus on the Soviet industry aspect of overwhelming Joey. Joey is, again, getting more infantry. He does have a lot of manpower and fuel. I'm assuming he's saving up for the Tiger Ace, but he still needs the next building. I mean, he's getting it now, but if he went out sooner, he needs to upgrade that building and make it, because then that way you get more CP points, and that way you can get out a lot sooner. Anyway, MG's just chilling back right here, is pushing onto this point. We do have a I mean, this has not been upgraded yet, so that's kind of useless. He doesn't have a lot of munitions right now, although resource-wise, kind of giving it to the Allies. They're doing very well. They have actually all 3 VP points, which is putting a lot of pressure on the Axis. This munition point is even going to the Axis. It's neutral. So, resource-wise, Allies are in the clear. Plus, we do have some caches over here, where on the German side, we haven't really seen some. Now, you could say, well, Joey and Bacon have their hands full, but we know one of the players doesn't. We know one of the players has a ton of resources, so he could be doing that, try to help out his team. Now we have a big old blob right here, and I'm really hoping it dies. Oh my god, T-34. Nice Molotov, by the way. Come on, go for the run over. Run him over. Oh, nice shot with the T-3045. Very low health on a lot of them. Ladies and gentlemen, that's why you don't blob, because shit gets real, and you'll lose a lot of it when the enemy's paying attention. Easy 8 trying to go in for a kill on that Pounds of Fusilier squad. A lot of models are dead, but no squads were destroyed in that battle. So, yes, the blob didn't work out. Why didn't you drop smoke for that? Okay. Like, why didn't you drop smoke to, like, hide the tank fire and then back out? I'm not saying get into smoke, because then you can run over, but, like, keep your distance. My god. Anyway, good shot. Pack 40 pinning him. Tried to get another shot to kill the T-3045, but he's still popping shots to push him back. That being said, with the amount of AT they have, well, actually no, Verkamorph is still here, but the amount of AT they have is easily able to push back more advanced armor. But don't count the Allies out yet. Tornado has a ton of fuel and resources, and again, we could see him deploy more armor, which I would assume he's going to do. Unsure why he is not. The Soviet player has once again deployed a lot of armor, and although we have this thing here, oh, there we go. I was like, where are the conscripts versing this damn thing? Yeah, maybe get around it. Oh, there we go. Mortar comes in to save the day. Yeah, Bacon's losing a lot of his men, but at least he's upgrading his men now. It's been a while, but, you know, he's upgrading. And the T-34 will manage to escape. Once again, the South will remain under Allied hands. Though, in the North, it seems a little bit more up in the air. The Germans do have mid and the North now. Actually, they recapped this point. Good job, Joey. But we have an IS-2 lying in the wind, so we'll see how this goes. Oh, boy. Now, we have an airstrike coming in. This is a cervix strike, which is going to, yeah, suppress all that stuff. So, good job, Richthofen. If he's going to rely on infantry, then, yeah, just call in the planes and just suppress the living hell out of them. Blob, though, is moving in down south. The Grenadier squad might die, however. Oh, Tiger Tank is moving up. Oh, no. Tiger Tank is advancing. A lot of AT. Oh, the command. I hate this. This is literally stopping his retreat. Yeah, you have to really worry about that stuff. Oh, damn it. Oh, cervix strike still coming in. Suppressing the infantry. Retreats the blob. We still have a decent amount of AT in this area. So, yeah, that Tiger's not going to be able to advance. If it does, it's going to be hit by 3 AT guns. It won't survive for very long. It honestly won't. Plus, I'm actually surprised that Richthofen hasn't placed mines. But that's just me. MG suppressing the infantry. Cervix strike is still in play, suppressing the infantry. AT guns repositioning up north, or they should at the very least. I don't know why the hell they're not doing it in more, quicker. There goes one. There's still 2 on front. Again, they're very slow on their reaction time. Need to go a lot quicker. A Panther Bacon has finally deployed some armor. Thank Christ to help out. Again, last gen, I feel like an SU-85 or something along the lines other than just normal armor. Or mining this area more would be better. But the AT guns have been knocked out. Although the Tiger did take some damage. The Blob is now... Where is this Blob? Oh, it's healing. It's healing. Stuka's firing up north. Looks like we have a bit of encirclement. Soviets coming from the north, the Allies from the south. Stuka bombs coming in. Gets 2 squad wipes. Although, again, German players still having some issues. Ally, again, Urang into all of this support equipment, trying to track down this stuff. Blob might need to go up there to relieve Joey. Oh my god, there goes the pack gun and a lot of other equipment. For Kenworth, we're trying to get a nice hit on the Easy 8 that's barely alive, but alas, that is not the case. Easy 8 actually comes in and helps support and push it back. Down south, it looks like we have a complete break. Unfortunately, it looks like without a lot of armor support, yeah, a lot of these frontline forces and support equipment were taken out. But he has a lot of conscripts with PPSHs and a lot of fuel. So, I mean, we have the MG here, and we also have a lot of, like, so it's going to suppress the infantry. But he can easily deploy a lot more armor, keep using a lot of support abilities, and probably take back this area if he didn't kind of blob. I think that's kind of blobbing a little bit. Like, separate your men, try to get around. But don't worry, guys, we have another Sturvik strike. Because, again, he has all that munitions. The glorious, glorious munitions coming in. Go, conscripts, go! Damn. The only unit in the game that's like, yes, we're going to charge an MG, and we're going to like it. Just so we can throw Molotov or push him back. Panther, luckily, does push him back, although the Soviets do still have some forces to kind of guard. Like I said, I think mines would have been better if you would have placed it, or even a smart demo. Meanwhile, Axis forces try to take mid, but hell no, artillery pushes them back. Good job with the mortar carriage. Actually did a lot of damage to this. It maybe not killed a lot of models per se. I mean, the Easy 8s did, but it did some health damage. Meanwhile, the American riflemen are coming in. We still have Blep up north, and it looks like he's laying some trip mines down so he has free recon that if they detonate it. IS-2, not a lot of kills, only 6, but hot damn, it's still alive and it can still help. Meanwhile, props to the conscripts with all like Vet 3 and the T-34-85. Meanwhile, Arctic doesn't really have a like they have one guy with Vet 3, but honestly, like Bacon also not great with the Veteran C. Joey's a little bit better. His Panzer Grenadiers is probably his best unit next to his Panzer IV, which has been fighting an uphill battle, but this thing has survived for so long, so good job in that regard. Tiger Tank is in the south. How close are you to your Tiger? Okay, you're closer. You can actually deploy it now, Bacon, but we'll see how things go. Meanwhile, this guy needs to work on his AT in his reaction time, I would say. But, I mean, one positive, Allies still have a clear advantage over the Axis. Anyway, looks like we have a lot of armor. Okay, Pack Gun is opening fire on these guys, trying to push them back. Sturvik strike could come into play. IS-2 fighting both the Blob, which, by the way, it just... Oh, God. I think it used its special round. No, it didn't. Oh, okay. It needs Vet 1 for that. Well, if it was a base round, it just brought 2 squads down the bare minimum. Easy 8's coming in for the flank. Oh, this is bad for the Tiger. They just furied that shit. Panzer Commander is calling artillery down, I think, right there. Just out of it. It does a little bit of damage, but not all that much. And good job with the Easy 8s for encircling. T-34. If they kill this Panzer headquarters, that would be huge. Although Panther coming on in to push it back. Easy 8s would need to come back down. Although they're coming up to protect the IS-2 with the T-34, so not a bad idea. Smoke is being dropped to kind of stop. But yeah, if they advance, they would be utterly wrecked because the conscript come in, suppress them. There's enough armor here with long-range fire that even with harder time bouncing off Panther front armor, yeah, it would have probably died. Plane crash into the building, of course. If you want to check out how plane crashes do, oh boy, check out, what was it, last week's challenge video, because we tested out kamikazes versus tigers. That was really good. It was a heck of a play. Anyway, looks like American forces kind of just chilling. Again, very easily could take this, and the Allies did manage to take back the munitions, which is once again helping them get a ton of resources. I don't think we've seen white phosphorus. I don't think I've seen it so far this game, but again, if you want to stop a person from taking resources, that's how you do it. Meanwhile, again, Soviets pushing in, but we have an MG right here again. He needs to separate his mail a lot more. That's all I'm saying. AT is opening fire on the Panther. Conscripts pulling back. They have to go all the way back to base, though. Not really much stopping a Panther from charging through the lines and giving chase. I mean, we have a T-34 here with an AT gun. That might force him to retreat. And again, nice job realizing you're going to turn around. Nope, just backing up. Always want to back up with the Panther, so the front armor deflects it. Now, Brumbar's still here, but again, with the T-34... Oh, God! Alright, that was that kamikaze missed, but it still did some damage. AT gun still pushing back the Brumbar, with the Panther still providing support. The problem with the T-34 is it can't match up, and Panzerfaust is coming in to really cripple it. So, say goodbye to the T-30. Oh, no! Brumbar dies! T-34 unfortunately perishes in that, but the AT gun, Vet 3, still alive, pushing back the Panther. It's not a huge loss. Meanwhile, the medium armor in the north with the Fireflies and not Fireflies, god damn it, Easy 8s and the T-30-45s pushing back the Panther and the Panzer 4. By the way, Vet 3 on this damn thing. Good job. Good job, Joey, with that. Meanwhile, Arctic is, oh boy, setting up his Blob for round, was this 5, 6, something like that? I mean, don't get me wrong, they have veterancy now, they've got 19 kills and stuff like that, but I don't know. I feel like the Soviets, all they need to do is get a Katyusha, or just, you know what, launch the Cervix strikes, because hot damn, they've been doing work. But yeah, some of them, again, we have a decent amount of bazookas, so infantry or armor, it's going to be doing quite a bit. Good shot, almost bring down the Easy 8 with the Blob. Oh, for Kenworth for getting a nice shot as well, but just a sliver of health, it lives. IS-2, though, does not give an F about the Blob, advances on the Panzer IV, saying, you will die now, to me. Luckily, Pack Gun is backing him up, so the armor is going to have a real rough time. Oh, bounces off it. IS-2, though, does have the Dushka, shredding a bit of the infantry right there. Down south, it looks like, again, Bacon is pretty much control of the island now, and Joey managed to get the north. Oh, that was a hell of a shot with his explosive round. Didn't do all that much, and a lot of the shots are currently bouncing. Decent artillery shot with the mortar carriage, but not a lot of health damage. IS-2 making out again, Cervix strike coming on in, suppressing the infantry all over the place. Might get a kill. Oh, so close, so very, very close. Mortar carriage providing supportive fire, helping push them back with the T-34, 85 just shredding the infantry. Already 23 kills. That's a damn good KD. Meanwhile, it's going up north being like, I'm sorry, what are you doing over here? Get the fuck out. Yeah, it's not looking good for that Grenadier squad. Get out of there. Meanwhile, Rifleman forces are pushing back the Blob, which they're so shredded and so low on health that, yeah, this Rifleman squad with bars and bazookas, even though they're maybe not the best versing infantry and also should spread out because of the goddamn Stuka bombs. Although, actually, it looks like the Stuka came up north. Didn't do that much. Oh, boy. Is this thing... Okay, it's still alive. But if he moves... Oh, white phosphorus? No, it's... Wait, is that white phosphorus? That is white phosphorus. You call white phosphorus on your own men. What is this? Spec Ops the line? Okay. Hot damn. I would, you know... some other person might say, well, Greyshot, isn't there another game that uses white phosphorus? Well, here's the thing. This is my counterpoint. I want to point out the use of that white phosphorus in a good game, in a very good story game, not, you know, that had emotional resonance with the player, you know, that, rather than, you know, any game that copied the use of white phosphorus after Spec Ops the line, because like, oh wow, that's actually kind of brutal. We should use that. Anyway, Easy 8's moving on in. Also, if you've not really played Spec Ops the line, it's fantastic. Highly recommend it. Anyway, Grenadiers pushing on back. Allies going back up north to capture a territory and might be able to sweep it. There's not much stopping them. Meanwhile, Joey might be in for a little of an issue. Now, he does have enough for an airstrike to kind of push back the armor, and that should be enough to push these things back. We don't have... The only AA that these guys have is their, like, machine guns up top, but they're busy with the infantry, so they're not going to really focus on the planes. They're going to more focus on the infantry. Good Panzerfaust kind of stopping him. White Phosphorus, though, stopping any infantry from kind of rolling on in and pushing back the MG. Panther advancing. This is probably a bad idea because the Pack Gun's still there, and you can honestly use a target weak point to try to pin it. We have an Ostwind as well, so they do have AA to stop the Cervix strikes. Pack Gun's knocked out by the Panzer IV. Smoke being dropped? Yes, smoke being dropped. Blob is down here. Gonna about hit that T-34 pretty effectively, I would say. Again, versing a T-34 with less armor, not gonna. This Blob is pretty much be fine. But KV-1, that's a different story. Meanwhile, it looks like down south, yeah, Richtolfen is kind of. Oh boy, yeah, Bacon is slowly just built up to the fact he's having a rough time. So he's decided, F the south, focus on the north. And, yeah, once again, no Katyushas. No Katyushas. This would be a perfect Katyusha target. I mean, it's literally a blob. Like, this is a definition of a blob. So, yeah, conscripts, I don't know why he didn't pull back. Luckily, even MG up here to kind of help. I think that the allies realized, okay, we just guard the stars and we'll be fine. Meanwhile, we have a flank up north with an IS-2 of all things. Yeah, that's something you really don't want to pop behind your lines, saying surprise. Yeah, Panther's kind of a little weak, but luckily firing through the building. That tiny little space right there. Conscripts, though, moving on in. Molotov trying to kill the Verkenwerfer. Plane crashing. Because of, again, we do have AA now on the Allied side, so don't expect any German planes. Oh, Cervix Strike tearing them apart. Oh, can we deploy White Phosphorus up here? Actually, I'm really surprised that these locations haven't been hit by the Allies. I'm really surprised. Good job killing the Verkenwerfer, though. Yeah, this thing is still very low on health, so you definitely want to pull that back. Panther hit by the Allied mines, so at the bare minimum, at least he's tried to preempt that. But there's nothing stopping them from kind of moving through and flanking. Once again, this is a common issue I see with this game, where it's, oh, fuck the south, we'll just hold them in. Well, you still have to worry about the south because of the flanking opportunities, but we'll see if they can hold. KV-1 holding back the Grenadiers. A lot of Joey's armor is currently having some issues. Arctic got himself a king. All right. 36 minutes in. I mean, you know, at least you got that. And he's getting the Panzer Commander. Again, good idea for artillery call-ins. KV-1's going to have a rough time, and at least getting an S-285 now to help. I mean, now we have an American Blob. I'll absolutely say that's an American Blob. Good job. Good rifle grenade. Did quite a bit of damage. Grenadiers trying to hold them back, but realizing that's probably not going to happen, and probably going to lose it. Now, the problem with this push, it is very far in Allied territory. Oh, wow, that's Zuka. Missed completely. But it is very far in Allied lines, so if this American player literally heals up and deploys all of his armor to sweep this guy, Joey, sorry, not Joey, Bacon will lose a lot of men. But it is at least distracting Tornado enough to where, again, Arctic could launch an offensive, even though his men still need heals, and that's the problem. He has to wait for his men to heal, and that's the problem with the Blob. It's like, oh, we defeated it? Okay, this will be 3 minutes, 4 minutes, where we can just wait. That's how long it's going to take him to reman it and recrew it. Grenadier's taking a lot of damage. Panzerfausting the armor, but barely alive as is. Easy 8, though, unable to really fight that Panther. They need additional forces. Brumbar try and help out kill this infantry, but the rifleman could come in a bazooka, with the Greyshot's bazooka, that pin it. Maybe they sweep in to kill the Panther. Alas, not the case. T-34 did die. And again, the problem with also the Allies is they have been unable to kill the Axis armor in any real effective manner. Brumbar getting a nice shot there. There we go. There's a good mine holding back the Panther. But they, I mean, like, they killed a Tiger. But, for example, I mean, Joey has had that Panzer IV. He's had all of his armor there the entire... Oh, Cervix Strike. Cervix Strike coming on in. They're suppressing all the infantry, forcing them to retreat. Good shot there. AA did shoot down the plane, though. IS-2 trying to hold them back. Mortar carriers trying to provide suppressed fire. Artillery coming down. Although double AT trying to push back this armor. And even White Phosphorus, I think? Or is there another Sturmvik Strike? Another Sturmvik Strike coming on in. AT is going to push back the King. Yeah, they're going to need to pull back that Verkenwerfer. I know he's trying to kill the S-285. But, yeah, the Sturmvik Strike will wreck his shit if he keeps it there. Now, luckily, he's been shooting it down, but we'll see. Once again, Easy 8's come in. Oh, kill the King, please. Oh, no, Blob's right there. Very smartly pulling on back. That would be amazing if he killed the... Arctic is like, I can't deploy a heavy tank without this thing dying for the Americans. What the F? But I'll give the American from this. He at least is realizing the fact I need to counteract this armor. He's getting himself a Jackson. Meanwhile, the problem is this shit down here. His infantry can't fight a Brumbar and a Panther. I'm sorry, you can't. You have a lot of bazooka teams, congratulations, but the Brumbar is meant to kill infantry that, for some reason, launch straight up assaults on it. White Phosphorus, though, coming in, that will do something on it, kind of block its view. And as you can see here, can't really do all that much with inside of it. Good Stuka comes in, looks like killed some conscript squads. Other conscript squads trying to fight, but Blob is kind of losing a lot of his men. Though he still has a lot of armor, a lot of T-34s, and the IS-2 still alive. So good job there. Probably the weakest player, I would say, would be Rick Dolphin and Bacon so far this game. Oh, nice smoke. You actually allowed the T-3045 to pop through and surprise you. Good job. Just good job. I know you're trying to guard the pack. I understand. I mean, not pack. The Vet 3 Zis. But honestly, if this guy can back the fuck up, he's going to back up right into that smoke again and be totally fine. So, I don't know. I find that funny. But to be fair, again, it's the allies being like, all right, you want to do this Axis? Fine, we'll do it to our advantage. Now, good job killing the pack. But, yeah, the American forces are wrecking those grenadiers. Luckily, there are a lot of pack guns, but they're all, like, he has all of his forces down south, which, sure, but Bacon, you can always bunker the hell out of this and just move your MGs up to support press. Because if you had an MG here, I mean, like, good job on Arctic for kind of moving it up, but yeah, I don't know. If you had some additional forces, it might help. Also, Jackson's here like, I'm going to break that thing. The amount of American infantry just shred that MG. Jackson coming and gets a nice shot. One more bazooka hit, and that thing is a goner. Barely pulling back. With an inch of health, gets one last great shot in right there. Air support coming on in against the armor. Kills the mortar carriage. Also, possibly being shot down by this. So there goes all the planes. IS-2 being pulled back, and once again, we have a huge push coming on in. Tiger's coming in. Be like, I'll join the fight, guys. 22 kills with the Stuka. That's it? Okay. Anyway, Panther, meanwhile, again, Vet 3 doing pretty damn well. Stormvic Strike coming back in, but, oh my god. 53 kills for this goddamn Panzer IV. Hot damn. KV-1 and Conscript's going to shred that Grenadier squad, unfortunately. Yeah, say goodbye to that Conscript squad as well. Again, retreat when you're low on health, boys. Stuka coming in. Not doing all that much to the heavy armored unit. Again, medium armor, it'll do something. Meanwhile, White Foster's coming down. That's going to screw up his armor and his infantry rushing onto the field. That Panther will pull back. Kenworth, nicely positioned, will push back the armor. Oh my god, King, what are you doing? King, what are you doing? Oh my, this T-34 knows this shit. He's like, oh, he's fucked. He fucked up. Anyway, the American infantry firing bazooka after bazooka shot. Dude, you have no, where's your Blob? Is your Blob back at base? Oh, your Blob's back at base. Okay. And you're not gonna come over here to support this. If he rams it. Oh my god. Where's the allied armor? Okay, there we go. I was like, where's the allied armor? And all? They realized he fucked up. And he's like, yeah, pull back. And now your ass is facing the Americans and the Soviets. So, yeah, okay, the smoke is a little bit far back. They can still shoot you. Luckily, the Blob realized his mistake and is coming in to support. Su-85 does not care, though. He's coming in. I'm killing that son of a bitch. Fire one last shot. Oh, it bounced off rear armor? The fuck? Oh, you are so lucky with that thing. You are so absolutely lucky with that thing. Nope. Stormvic Strike coming in saying, oh, we'll kill that Blob 10 times over. Once again, no Katusha for that Blob. That is probably the biggest WTF for this game. Because that is or demos or anything. Stuka coming in, stopping the Americans from taking the point. Light artillery barrage also coming down. Again, gets the squad wipe. Good job there. I am so saddened the fact that King did not die. I am so sad. Because also, this American player, like, I get it. You have a lot of men, but you also have a lot of fucking resources. Sacrifice something. Go send it in. Oh, and this Stuka, but it's like a huge open area you can send in to go kill it. Now, luckily, the allies do have both points. So, VP points are going down on the Axis side. But once again, Joey having the best armor in the game, bar none. With all of his armor, Vet 3, with a ton of kills, a ton of veterancy, and just constantly doing work. So good job, Joey. Meanwhile, down south with the Brumbar is coming back. He's been healed. Looks like the Panther died, but don't worry, we have a Panzer IV now. And this is the J version, so it's, you know, the armored skirts and whatnot. Meanwhile, the Americans like, no, F you, get the hell out. With the double 50 cals and, well, 2 easy 8s there. Yeah, this Brumbar is effed. This Brumbar, and there's no mines here replaced, so, yeah, this thing, they're literally going to give chase. They're literally going to give chase. Meanwhile, again, Joey's trying to push back the Soviet, and looks like he is managing to, but Stormvic Strikes once again coming on in. Allies still getting a ton of resources to call in all those strikes. Maybe not as much as they should now have, but they're doing pretty well for Kenworth, though, coming in. Arctic trying to help with a lot of AT. They also put some shots on the Panzer headquarters. Pioneer squads, flamethrowers, sure, I mean, it's a cool statement to have, but as much as I think a flamethrower should, what the hell was that? Okay, satchel, sure. Maybe a nice idea, but yeah, they just backed up because, yeah, we have speed. Anyway, this anti-air gun, also the unsung hero to shoot down all the Axis attempts for air superiority in the region. Oh, kill the Grenadier squad. Kill it. Kill it. No, it lived. I mean, sorry, it died. It died. Damn, good job, conscript. You actually managed to kill it. Now focus on this for cannon warfare, and you'll be doing pretty damn well. MG coming up to help. Again, double pioneer trying to heal. Suka coming in once again. Will it hit the AT? It does. And manage to push back the MG. So good job there. Panzer IV advancing. KV-1, by the way. This is a fresh one. The last one died. Meanwhile, it looks like, yeah, not Joey. Bacon's bringing up some additional stuff to come on in. Once again, I'm surprised that there's been no Katusha. Oh, God. Kamikaze coming in, trying to kill the American forces. Unfortunately, the Obusadatan having a rough time versus the American infantry. Did you drop white phosphorus here? Once again, did you drop? No, it's just smoke. Okay. I keep looking at them like, is that white phosphorus? No, it's not. Okay. Anyway, IS-2 backed up by a lot of allied armor, trying to push back Joey's forces once and for all. The king is alive, though, and yeah, Bacon's bringing up his Panther. So we have an... Oh, that's some heavy artillery. Hold on. Hold on. Did you actually build heavy artillery? No, you didn't. That was the IS-2's, like, frag bomb. Or frag shell, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, there goes one allied armored unit, but if they kill the Panzer IV, that would be a big upset. Nope, Panzer IV escapes, blitzing away, good job. Artillery comes in on the KV, push that back. Easy 8's coming on the flank, waiting for a time to strike. Unfortunately, not a lot of allied armor left. Oh, they're coming in, good flanking opportunity. Panther trying to get out of there. Easy 8 saying, hell no, bitch. Oh, it bounces. Nope, not enough bounces in the world can stop those. AT grenade being fired. Will it suppress? Or not suppress, pin? Nope, wrong. You hit the wrong fucking Sherman. Good job there. King Tiger is well being pushed back by the massive amount of AT grenades. Easy 8's pulling on back into the open easily with Ved 3 pushing back the Panther. Now they need something longer. Oh, like this AT gun to keep hitting that unit. We have a direct strike being called in with the Stuka bomb. Oh, I'm sorry, not direct. I'm sorry. I thought it was his Panzer commander. Nope, it was Sternvik strike. Conscripts rushing on in. They need additional AT, but they don't have it. A lot of their vehicles are damaged. Good job pulling that sucker back. And once again, the Tiger makes it out of there with these, with just a shred of health. Oh, hot damn. All right, that was a good plane crash. So meanwhile, we do have, again, Bacon still has a number of men. They still get on population. Arctic still has a lot of reserves. Even though his Blob, like, Jesus Christ. Like, at least you're separating it now. I'll give you credit on that. Anyway, conscript's trying to hold this point. Not worth it. You're trying to hold it, but again. Oh, nice job taking the cannon warfare, though. Bundle grenade's going to put an end to that. Allied armies, though, are pretty low. I mean, Richthofen is just incredibly low. And even though he's getting AT guns, which is a good idea, the problem is the enemy has Katyushas. Where the hell? Bleb, hear me out. Where's your Katyusha? Like, where's your Katyusha? I mean, to be fair, good job. You're not trying to rely on artillery, but I'm not saying you have to spam it. Just, if the enemy's using a Stuka, which, by the way, he's still at vet 2, even though he has 39 kills, so blow BS there. Oh my god, mass AT. Yeah, this thing is effed. Oh, Panzer IV, I don't know what you were doing, but you're trying something. Meanwhile, I'm actually surprised the Axis haven't tried to move up and take this territory. Once again, missed opportunity, because, what, you would knock out, like, what, 10 munitions here? Yeah, that's a huge portion of the Allied, like, resource you would knock out. Also, I love the fact the American has put down double fighting positions. Like, F you, you're not taking that spot, as they battle control over mid. Good job with the IS-2, by the way. 43 kills. Doing a lot of work. Anyway, massive armored force up north, just overwhelming this T-30-45. And, yeah, another Panther moving on in. So it's 3 Panthers in the north with a King Tiger in mid. Pack gun's still here, but did get decrewed. Easy 8s, there's no way in hell they can fight that. Although, maybe they could, actually. I take that back. They absolutely could. I think they've just realized it. With the T-30-45, they Oh! Oh, they can beat these suckers, and they're recruits, so they don't have the shit that they need to. Now, again, unfortunately, this Panther is a bigger issue, but if they move on up, come on, kill it. Oh, come on, that's some bad bounces. Oh my god. That's oh, well, maybe they kill this one. Where's the additional allied forces? This AA gun needs to pull back. Like, it's yeah. Unfortunately, this American player is doing wonders, and he is good on resources. The problem is his allies are just kind of falling apart right now. Rick Dolphin doesn't have a lot. He's pretty much down overall. Like, he can't keep his army straight. Meanwhile, Blob, not doing as bad. Like, he still has his IS-2, which, dear lord, has gotten a ton of kills. But overall, the allies just need to, like, double up on AT, or maybe S-285s or something to really push these suckers back. And again, I think a Katusha would work wonders to try to break up a lot of Arctic's men. Which, it looks like he... Okay, he's slowly healing. Oh, he's not population, that's why. I'm wondering why. It was like, why can't he get this Blob back up? He got a Volk squad for some reason, not sure why. And that is making him unable to deploy the Blob. So that's a little bit of a handicap on yourself. Now we have an IS-2 versus a King. Fortunately, it kind of bounced right there. Is that Cervix strike again? Alright, fun fact, that won't fight armor, but it will push back the infantry. Maybe kill this AT gun. We'll see. Luckily, the IS-2 is actually putting a lot of pressure on the King. It's just not enough. Jackson coming on in. Vet 2 coming in through the southern point. Oh! Oh! T-30-45 coming on the flank. Come on! Oh, there's too much AT. He has double over cannon morphers right here. Come on, one last shot. One last shot. Oh. Oh, man, you should have saw that. Like, Katusha this. Like, seriously. Oh, mass AT. Come on. Oh, shot grenaded. We still threw it. Oh, dude, it is so close. Katusha would finish it off right now. I keep rooting for that Katusha. One day. One day he'll make it. Meanwhile, the American player's like, alright, fuck you. Fuck everything you stand for. I'm taking out these Panthers mono-a-mono. Panzer IV deciding to rush on in. That's gonna be a big effing mistake right about now. Easy 8's like, I'm sorry, what? Oh, wait, no, they're just barely out of range. Can you move up like a few feet? There we go. Wow, double bouncing! Oh my god, okay, good job, Panzer IV. Hot damn, double bounce. There we go, that's some good Panzerfaust, crippling the armor. Jackson coming in, there's way too much armor here. They need some of those bazookas, some of those AT grenades from the riflemen to stop them. Although, they seem to be doing fine. The 50 cal seem to be shredding the infantry. Oh, good kill right there. AT grenade. Oh, don't retreat. Your armor is weak. And they know it. Jackson is still putting shot after shot with some great arm piercing rounds. S-285 coming on in. Way too much. Oh my god. God damn it, I hate blobs. Anyway, Stuka coming in to do something, I assume. But White Foss, I mean, a little bit of, there's a lot of smoke right there. Probably need to pull that back. Oh, Stuka got knocked out by something. Oh, S-285 on the flank. Very nice. AA gun needs some heals, but it's been doing a lot of work, so... Again, I feel like a Katusha would be great, because they have a lot of cannon morphers right now. What are you getting, Rick Dolphin? Yeah, I'm pointing that out again. Now, Vet 4, King Tiger, not bad. You've been oh, God. Please. IS-2, please do me a solid. Just fuck them, please. I hate blobs. Do it. I mean, good shot. I'll give you that. Oh, he's doing it! Fire! Fire the gun! Yes, thank you. A lot of health damage right there. Not a lot of models, but definitely they need to pull back. Anyway, with a smaller force, this line of AT guns is pushing back the armor, but alas, the infantry is rolling on in, and light artillery barrage breaks the AT line. Meanwhile, huge battle up north. IS-2, along with the Easy 8s, pushing back the Panthers with relative ease, but Joey still has a lot of resources built up, so we can easily deploy more Panthers. No issue if he loses them. Meanwhile, a big push coming on in. The problem with, like, going double for Starving Strike, great against infantry, not so much against armor. Like, once again, very surprised last gen we had no artillery. Alright, this vehicle... Oh, there goes. Yep, shocked. Good job, Sturms. Molotov just burning them alive. Oh, Bacon. They're burning alive. You got them a flamethrower. Good job, I guess. But they did burn alive. Luckily, lots of manpower and fuel to get them back. Meanwhile, the large allied force is just easily pushing back the Axis into a choke point, which is going to be very bad if they try to advance. Jackson also great shot with their extra armor piercing rounds. S-285 guarding the flank. The Panther's like, I got him. And it's like, no, you don't. Although double Verkenwerfers does manage to kill one Easy 8. Again, that's the biggest problem right now, is those Verkenwerfers. And you don't have enough... yeah, come on. Come on. S-285, do it. There we go. There goes Bacon's best Panther. So at least they both sides lost quite a bit in that engagement. It's not like Tornado can't deploy more. He easily could. So yeah, Tornado's doing fantastic. And I would also say the same thing with Joey for the most part. Like, he still has this thing with 76 kills. Like, a Panzer IV in this stage, you would figure like, oh no, it can't fight T-34, T-5s and other things. But no, it is. It's holding him back and doing wonder. Oh, Stuka, I don't know what the hell you're hitting. Literally. Missed that by quite a wide margin. Verkenwerfer's kind of moving on in to hit the Jackson, but realizing, oh, the infantry. Now, before you say, well, Greyshot, what's the difference between this blob and Arctic's blob? Well, it's pretty... Oh, shoot. We actually have a push down south. It's actually pretty crucial. Oh, my God. You're just... Oh, my God. Rick Dolphin, what are you doing? What are you doing? Again... yeah. MG just annihilate him. Pack guns are just annihilate. Like, you need... There's a thing. It's rocket artillery. It's called Katusha. You'd really enjoy it. Hell, even guard troops would be good in this situation to just help kill the armor and infantry. Like, as if... Oh, there we go. You got him, but you didn't upgrade him. Oh, we have an artillery strike coming in. I think it's artillery. Hold on. Yeah, it's artillery. It's this thing's artillery. Calls in, misses all targets. IS-2, though, is very weak. White Phosphorus coming in to stop its main gun. It actually hurt the mortars that were brought up by Bacon to help guard the point. Meanwhile, Conscript's coming on in to take it. We do have a Panther trying to maneuver himself around. Unfortunately, bad timing, because at the same time, Tornado decided to move on up. S-285 trying to help support. Say goodbye, most likely, to that Panther if they can keep getting good shots. Oh, nope, we have a bounce. It's probably going to live. Damn it, if that didn't... Oh, another Panther coming. Oh, great shot with the Jackson. God damn. Oh, dude. I know that's not the best to keep it right there, but dude, if you could snipe that Panther. Oh, I think he sees it. Come on, snipe it. Come on, one last shot. Oh my God, the armor lives again. Cervix strike coming on in. AT grenades, come on, throw it. Oh, dude, this King. There's so much. Finally. Who did that? S-285, I give you. God, finally you killed it. Unfortunately, the Blob is now rolling on in. Yeah, good riddance. I mean, to be fair, that's the third time that thing would have escaped, if it would have. So, I understand why. Also, great shot, finally. Knocking out Arctic's forces. Holy mackerel. Arctic, oh my God, Arctic actually losing his Blob. Actually losing a bit of it. And not a lot of manpower left to get it back. So, oh my, is he really gonna lose? Dude, retreat your men. Oh, you're Stuka, what are you doing? Oh, the highest two's like, I can fire through the smoke. I don't give a shit. Oh my God. I mean, don't be wrong. They're still there. They're still alive. The IS-2 is literally murdering all of your men. And you don't have the manpower to get it back really quick. So, yeah. Also, coming in through the south. IS-2 still holding, but there's a lot of armor. But, that being said, Tornado's coming in through the flank in the north. Trying to kill that Panzer IV, finally. Jackson pulling back, but can still fire with range. Alright, trying to get out of there. Panther knocks it out. Again, Verkenwerfer there. Cervix strike coming in to try to deal with it. Tornado just deploying more armor, or at least he should. White Phosphorus coming down. Try to push back the armor and infantry on the point. Yeah, unfortunately, Arctic just deployed another King Tiger and double Stuka because, you know, why not? If the Blob died, let's just arty the enemy resources. Now, they are pushing back the ally points now, even though their own points are incredibly low. Overall resources, Tornado easily could get back his army. Like, no question. Blebfesh still has a decent army. Plus, look at how many kills. That IS-2, Jesus Christ, still on the field. Like, Bloodflesh, your infantry, look, not surviving. Your armor, hot damn, it's doing work. Also, good kill once again with the Su-85. And again, good job on the Axis as well. Again, Bacon, look, your armor not lasting all that long, but it's doing there. It's getting some hits. Arctic, yeah, again, your luck unfortunately finally ran out, and you lost it finally. Su-85 is like, yeah, I'm just gonna pop shots long range, and it doesn't look like they really care. Meanwhile, up north, yeah, the Axis are trying to take this point. Unfortunately, the Jackson's the only thing that can really hold that thing, hold them back right now. Luckily, the Panther can take a number of shots, so Jackson won't do all that much. And Richthofen's probably the weakest player by far. He's trying to take the south, but with Joey's Oswind right there, he needs armor, but he's not deploying it. They're far back enough, and also there's a pack gun right here. So yeah, if they would have came in as a group, sure, but Richtofen, you're really effing up your team right now. Meanwhile, just a whole shitload of Rakenwerfers right here, easily pushing back the IS-2, which finally dies. Yep, there goes Bloodfesh. It's just the amount of AT they have. It's just so many Panthers. The Su-85 need to pull back. Oh god, the mortar carriage. Dude, you're gonna need to pull that sucker back. Oh, there it goes. He's finally taking the north. Like, you sons of bitches. Can't you just take one thing by yourself? And his two allies are like, not really. There's 3 guys on mid. Alright, we'll bring in a Katusha. What's that? I'm actually curious if the Soviets know what a Katusha is in this game. Like, what are you doing? Why are you... This can't fight a Panther. It can't. Like, okay, you have an engineer squad. Great. Take the point and GG. Honestly, yeah, as long as the allies hold the north, you're fine. But unfortunately, he tried to help out mid, and unfortunately, that's not going to exactly go how he wants to. He does have... No, I thought he had bazooka. Jackson's still trying to... He had to sacrifice his EC-8. God damn. Riflemen, again, don't have the munitions to really do as many upgrades as he may want. Jackson's still opening fire. Luckily, dodging shots left and right. Doing damage, but not enough. And, yeah, just, unfortunately, it did die. So, even with his infinite amount of resources, they're all recruits now, which is going to be a lot harder to fight some of these Vet 3 units. So, congratulations. Oh, my God, he's actually... What? No. He was decapping it. I think the Panther killed it, and while I think it was trying to heal it. Yeah, Tornado's like, I'm the only one doing this shit. There's no way I can win this. And yeah, the Axis will win this, even though the Allies easily could. If the Allies, if Richtofen would have focused his men, he easily could have taken this out. There's a line of Rakenwerfers right here. I mean, that's a decent idea for him. Like, that's fine. Good job with the Su-85. Like, fuck that thing. Unfortunately, the Germans are reinforcing in mass, so yeah, that Su-85 would have died very quickly. All right, so once again, I'm gonna double check Tornado. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, Bloodflesh, good gun kills and damage, but Tornado, in my opinion, was like the best. He kept his units alive and just fighting for so damn long. Bloodflesh, you did as amazing as well with your IS-2 and the Su-85. So both you guys were great. Richtofen is a newer player. I kind of understand that, but Jesus Christ, man. If you just got your shit together, like, why didn't you get a Katusha? Like, I get Bloodfish not doing it. He had, like, a full army. But, dude, if you would have gotten a Katusha and just hit that Blob in the Rakenwerfer, Jesus Christ. Bacon was definitely the weakest player on the Axis side. He kind of had to build up, and he sacrificed a lot of men. Joey, by far, was the best player. Like, if I had to say, even though Bloodfesh got more damage, and that was probably from his, I think it was his Su-85, although I'm going to say his IS-2 was maybe, nope, that was, who was that? Let me double check on Bloodfesh. IS-2, almost 30,000 damage, never mind, my apologies. Your Su-85, how much was that? Oh, only 17, okay, or close to 18. IS-2 was doing work. That was probably one of the best IS-2 games I've seen. It did so much. It killed Arctic's Blob. It was, oh my god. Arctic, your best unit was for Rakenwerfers. Yep, that makes sense. Again, good counter to that is Katusha along with his Blob. again, Arctic, I feel like kind of separating your men a little bit more and just kind of keeping in the fight would have been better. Also, you sent a lot of armor, and so, like, they complained because of the fact that it was almost bullshit. Like, the fact that it bounced off your armor was just astounding to me. But anyway, yeah, your armor survived way too often. Compare that to, let's say, Joey, which his best unit, I'm gonna say, is Panzer IV. Oh, damn, his Panther. Dude, his Panzer IV got 84 infantry kills. Hot damn. And his Panthers combined got 16, but 46,000 damage. Panzer IV did, okay, but like close to 20. But, like, seriously, that Panzer IV, just one Panzer IV was doing so much work. How many Panthers did you have? How many Panthers? You produced 4. So, one Panzer IV did, like, 40% of the work compared to 4 Panthers. That's telling you something. That's a lot of damage. Also, good job with the Ostwind, because it did not only a lot of infantry kills, but it shot down 16 goddamn planes. So, good job, Joey, with the anti-air right there, because, yeah, neither of your teammates really did. So honestly, if I had to say the 3 best players in this game, it would be Joey, Tornado, and Richthofen. I'm kidding. Bloodfish. The worst players I would say was Richthofen, followed by Bacon, and then probably the middle player was Arctic. Arctic did fine with what he was doing. It's just he could have done a lot better, and he would have been smashed if Richthofen or Bloodfish would have artilleried. Between Tornado and Joey, I'm going to give it to Joey because he was doing so much work up north. And Richthofen had IS... Fesh had an IS-2, and Tornado had a huge infantry force and a ton of reserves. Joey, again, even though he called in planes, and technically they were, like, very quickly, and again, I'll give this to Blob. He got anti-air as well. I'll give him a credit for, like, using a Panzer IV and a Panther, just holding the north and doing the best he could with what he had. So good job there, fight, because at one point he's fighting 3 men, and he's just trying to hold him back. So again, full credit where credit's due, it's just holding the line. So good job, Joey. Thank you for submitting this replay, Joey. Remember, guys, if you want to submit this replay, submit to greyshotproductions@gmail.com, and I'll take a look. But in any case, this has been Greyshot17, and I'll see all of you next time. Hello everyone, and before you go, I want to thank the October patrons, which include GTA, Jakub, Spartycus, Ace, Aldo, Lopez, Chris Bailey, Folkvard, jrchicklis, Ollie, Pyroshark, Rifle, Streakingwookie, Joey G, 240, Josh, Milam, and Mustaach. Thank you all so very much for your amazing support. This has been Greyshot17 and his amazing patrons, and we'll see you next time.